Then we have Punahele Soriano taking on Dustin Stoltzfus. Punahele is a big power guy. He's a fluid striker. The power's insane. He can put most people out on his feet if he connects. He was a D3 All-American wrestler. Yeah, it's not D1, but it is good level college wrestling, and he was an All-American. It wasn't just like on the team. He's an All-American. But despite those wrestling credentials, he has been taken down 14 times in 7 fights in the UFC. He can be first round or bust that time, but he does retain his power later in the fights. He is coming off that loss to Roman Kopylov, where he threw bombs. He tried to wrestle, and then he was taken down himself. He's taking on Dustin Stoltzfus. This guy's a busy striker with very good power. He has a BJJ black belt. He is solid off his back, but that's not what he's looking for. He wants to hang out. He wants to strike. He wants to be inside the pocket, and it's not the best idea because he's got a questionable chin. His record is interesting because you're going to see that he's got a win against Joe Pyfer. That was an injury. Joe broke his arm, so that's not like a win-win. You'll also see he has 4 losses, and you're going to assume he sucks. But those are quality losses. 3 of them were to very good grapplers. 1 of them was to a very good striker. So you can't just look at the high-level numbers and be, oh, this guy 1-4 in his last 5. This guy, no. Look a little closer. There's some interesting caveats in this guy's record. And this is a hard card to find some reasonable spots. This is a very, very tricky card. Punahele, in theory, should win this fight. But a 3-1 favorite? He's a 3-1 favorite right now. That's insane. He should not be a 3-1 favorite. We just watched him get taken down by a kickboxer and then knocked out. I would love to lean on his Division III wrestling credentials to force a bet here, but he hasn't had a takedown in his last 5 fights. And he's fighting a hard-hitting BJJ black belt. It was exactly the type of guy that's going to ruin your parlay. So Punahele is going to be the pick because he should win this fight. On paper, he's got the power, decent chin. On paper, D3 wrestling. He's got all the things on paper, but bringing that from paper to reality, this is not the never-ending story. It is not a guarantee that it's just going to pop out of the book. And now we're flying on a weird dog dragon and that poor horse. If you didn't cry as a kid watching that horse in the never-ending story get sucked up by, what was it, like mud? Then you don't have a heart. Punahele should win, but my money's not going to be anywhere near that fight.